It's been far too long, over a year and a half, if not longer, since my last video. Somehow this channel is still picking views up. Surprisingly, I'm getting about 30 views a month. Don't understand how, but cheers to everyone that is just new people that are coming along. Basically, I haven't been up to much. Obviously, lockdown happened. I did the video, and then I got kind of bored, and I didn't know what to do, and then I went for kind of a really hit start. Then I got I didn't get depression necessarily, but I got depressed, like everyone does. Then the Christmas break happened. Then I was like, okay, I feel vitalised, seeing friends, seeing family. Yeah, I put a bunch of weight on and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. Back in the gym, football starting back up, after the Christmas break and all that sort of thing. I was like, yes, calm, let's go. And after that, got back, started the gym, started watching football. I was like, oh God, I don't know what to do. This year, I'm not expecting much content to come around, but I've already sorted it out and I've written it down and I know what my first load of videos are going to be. So this is my first video, obviously, back. Now, next week should be 2 videos coming up. Yeah, should be 2 videos coming up. I'm going to be starting to watch the Premier League and I want to do my Premier League predictions. I want to do National League South predictions, as I support 2 clubs. I support Portsmouth Football Club and Havant and Waterloo. Now, Havant and Waterloo are favourites for the National League South. That's not just my opinion, that's the press's, that's pretty much the country and every other manager. They've done so much good business this season, they've let go minimal players, they haven't been hit very hard, they got a new pitch, they've got a bunch of new youth players coming through the ranks, and they've got so much other stuff coming through. They've messed up on some business sort of things, but they've got a bunch of new stuff coming in. They've signed a bunch of players that will have a higher prospect to go into League 2 in the future, and they've knuckled them down to contracts, and they've done such good business on that. That's a different video altogether, but I'm going to be doing that, and expect those videos to be longer. So National League South, I'm not going to do the National League because I don't really see a point. I'm only doing the team. I'm going to do League 1, Championship and Premier League, only because I'm doing Championship is because it's the Championship. It's one of the most strangest, entertaining, exciting leagues in the world. Everyone knows this. Even if you don't support a team in the Championship and you love football, you watch it just because it's unique. It's just everything is a mash of relegation to promotion to battles to arguments to excitement. It's just everything. Then you've got the Premier League just because it's the Premier League and it will get me views. And 2, I kind of watch a couple of teams that I'm not fans of, that I'm not supporters of, but I watch just because, I don't know, I like them. Does that make me a supporter? I don't know. So I watch Spurs and I pretty much watch, who else is it? I watch Everton and Leicester just because I like them. I think they're going to do well in the season, but I want to do the Premier League predictions for that video. Then I want to do, obviously, League 1 because of Portsmouth. I think it's going to be a difficult season this season for them because of the new wage caps and all that sort of thing, but I'm not expecting a lot of on this channel to be more going back to the old days where I did This Is on J Station and all these other channels. Like, my mind's changed a bit like that in the last year to year and a half. I was I think 19 then. I think 19, just turned 20. I'm now 21. And it's 6 months roughly until I'm 22, 6-7 months until I'm 22. So in the last year and a half, my mind has changed as an adult. There's a lot of views I see differently. There's a lot of things I see more as a business world that I see. This is why businesses do this. This is why people do this. There's a lot more things I see in that concept. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do these sort of videos in the future. Right now, in the next year or so, that could change. But right now, probably the next couple of months or so, that's not going to change. And these videos are going to be, when I go watch Pompey, those videos will be going up. And it won't be it won't be long videos like it used to be. They're going to be shorter videos, so they might be like 3 or 4 minute videos just because the algorithm's changed and I need to, I have got a gaming channel that has been hit or miss over the last year or so as well, that I do need to crack on with. So I started Marvel Avengers. It's done poor, very poor. I was expecting that to do well, and I'm trying to transition. I don't want that to be strictly FIFA. I don't want that to be strictly like I'm going to be doing Football Manager in the future. When I get my gaming PC next month, I'm building my own gaming / streaming PC. So I'll be doing that next month. So I'll be streaming a lot more and pretty much clips from that. Clips from those streams will be going on that channel. I do want to do series and stuff. I don't want to do just football, like football stuff. I don't, but it's hard to transition. It's very difficult, very concerning that it's not working. I've tried everything. I tried uploading 3 videos in a period of a week, 3 videos in 5 days. Didn't work, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to do my predictions for League One, Championship, Premier League and National League South, just because they're the leagues I kind of watch. I don't really watch League 2 as such. When Pompey were in League 2, I used to, and I should, because Pompey are kind of going for those players, those youngerish good talent in League 2 and trying to bring them up, because if that's the case, you'll be going for higher players to come down. Now, how are those players or leagues, you know, it's that sort of system. You've got to bring players up to try and get better. And we've done that. We've done that successfully with quite a few players. I do want to do a video on Portsmouth, but it's going to be difficult because I did one years ago. I was like saying, oh, Kenny Jackett must go. I still believing that. That's a different kettle of fish. There's only Pompey fans. Are you a jacket in or jacket out fan? Let me know. The club is just wearing that jacket and they need to get it off. Let the air free. It's holding us down. The fans are so mixed. Was so separated, and it's like when fans are allowed back into stadiums, I wonder what's going to happen, because starting from this weekend, when all the leagues kicks off, fans are allowed back in. Non-league, they're allowed back in, I'm pretty sure same this weekend, or when non-league starts this weekend or next weekend or whenever it is, or next month. It's madness. But yeah, so I'm a season ticket holder now of Havant at Waterlooville, just because it's cheap and it's local, and I do believe that you should be supporting your local businesses. I know the government say it, I know people say it, but you should be. Portsmouth are your local team, you support them, but try and go to as many non-league teams as possible, because they're the teams that are for the future. You know, you don't want to be pushing big corporations like how we've always done it, and now people are moaning these non-league teams get overrun, get underrun. Money makes the world go round, sadly, and within reason to a certain extent. Also, if you're wondering why there's a massive weight thing in my ear, bet you're not, bet you don't care, but if you do, I've got a massive ear problem at the moment, like ear infection sort of thing, so bear with me. If I'm yelling or if I mumble in this video, that would be the reason why, because it's causing me to get slurs. Like what happens when I went to hospital, they said it's the sort of effect that you get with deaf people. When people are deaf, kind of yell when they're like, their words don't come across, and it's the same as when you get an ear infection. Anyone that gets an ear infection, you start slurring a lot of your words. Ears and your mouth are connected, so the sound goes in, you hear so much, and you kind of when you speak it, and it doesn't really. I'm back. Don't expect a huge amount of content. Just don't expect huge amounts of content back on this channel. I do want to bring FIFA onto my new gaming channel. That link will be in the description. I just don't know. I need to. The fact of it is, if I do it, I need to do it, and if I bring it back, I'm probably not going to bring it back until next month, until FIFA 21's out. When I get my gaming PC and all that sort of thing, and I buy my new Elgato, and because I need a new microphone. My microphone's fine, but it's just I got to go through so much editing when I record. It's just horrible, because I've got to go through so much editing, twinging with sounds to make sure it sounds good, like up to scratch to what most channels sound like, and even so you can hear a lot of the you can hear air holes and it doesn't sound good. And then I need a new Elgato because it's just old, and I just need a new one, and then I'm getting a PC one strictly for streaming, so I don't have to plug anything in. It's just plugged straight in from the inside. You don't have to mess around. It's already set up at that point. You just got to download the software and make sure it's running through software updates and driver stuff. And once that's all done, and once I have a new microphone, then I get the other Elgato that's going to be for my Xbox. I should be getting a PlayStation in a couple of months just for certain games. PlayStation 4, if I get the PlayStation 5, it won't be for a couple of years just because new stuff. I'm an Xbox fan. Everyone knows this. I'm only getting a PlayStation 4 for certain games like God of War, The Last of Us, Spider-Man, certain games like that. But now I'm an Xbox fan. I've been an Xbox fan since I was about 12. 8 years of my life. I've been an Xbox Live fan for 7, coming up 8 years. That's why. But I'm getting the Series X. Prices, in my opinion, are really cheap. Basically £450 for the Series X, and £299. I'll put the thing on the screen now, but it's mad. Xbox and PlayStation for a while, for the last 3 or 4 months, have been at might be 5, but been at kind of the old Western, as people called it, Western gunslinger shootout. First one to pull the trigger, bang, and they're going to try and jump each other. And that's what Xbox were trying to do. And I think they were aiming with these prices originally, and they were like, well, if PlayStation go with these prices, we'll just jump the gun and put it slightly lower. It looks like from the inside, they've probably been like, we've had enough. We just want to get on with it. But I'm going to go to the odd Pompey game here or there. Like cup games, league games, stuff like that. Overall Pompey usually play about 6 games in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the leasing trophy. So that's what, 12, 18 games there, and then you play the league games. That's about what, 24. So it's like 48 teams. You can hear that's a bloody bird outside. So Pompey play about 64 games a year. So I'm expecting to go to that's over the whole thing. Take out away games to that 64, and it's about 30, 40 games. It's probably about 35, 36 games. So I'm expecting to go to at least 20 of them this season, and I'll record at probably at least 15. Haven't Waterlooville. I've got a season ticket holder for the home games, so that's like 20 games. Probably expect 15. So it's about 30 videos this upcoming season. Kit reaction to League One, Championship and Premier League. I want to do my prediction for the Champions League and the Europa League as well for that channel as well. I want to bring things like UFC and boxing kind of things. Like, I'm new to that, so people need to help me out. Like, I've been watching it on and off a little bit here or there. Like, people say this person, I'm like, yeah, like I know who that is. I love UFC, like I love the sport. Like, I do kickboxing and boxing at the gym. I just love that whole thing, and I really only got into it because of, makes sense, Conor McGregor, Irish and all that, and because he was friends with Cristiano Ronaldo, I thought, oh my god, he's a big person, he's friends with Cristiano Ronaldo, and then I got into it through that. And then I've stick with it on and off. I've watched the odd game here or there, but I've got into boxing a little bit here or there, other things like that. I'm going to end the video. I did this video a while ago, and then I just completely dropped it. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. The video's already long enough. It's 20 minutes, basically long at this point. I need to cut this down to around 10 minutes-ish. And yeah, hopefully it does well, because I haven't uploaded a video in a year and a half. So hopefully it's like a nice, refreshing video. So I'm back. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. As we're on 45 subs, I want to try and get this channel up to 60 before the end of the year. I know that is pushing it. But if there is any like non-league supporters, any Pompey supporters, any Premier League supporters, just drop a sub and we'll see where things go. I'd like to do Reddit stuff in the future. I'd like to make a Discord in the future. But at the moment, I'm aiming for 60 subs. I do want to revitalise this channel. I want to make it a bit different. I will see you guys later. Peace.